Over here, Danny. Congratulations.
Thank you.
A lot of people thought going into this fight that this was what was going to happen, that you were going to be too big, even at the new weight, too strong, too quick, too young, too fresh, all that stuff, and that you would roll right through him. Now that you've done that, was there anything that happened in those 9 rounds that gave you pause whatsoever from him in his arsenal at all? That made you think?
No, I knew Paulie Malignaggi was going to go in there and box and try to, I figured he was going to clinch me a lot, use his jab, you know, try to offset my rhythm. I'm pretty sure he watched tapes from my older fights with guys that had a little bit of success. So I knew that that was kind of his style. But we prepared perfect for this. We prepared not to get desperate and just, you know, just stay calm, land the body shots and just break them down.
One other question for you, Paulie, or Danny. Did you think at any point that Paulie in that fight could have been stopped earlier? That because you were laying a beating on him 6, 7, 8, and maybe the ref could have stepped in a little bit earlier?
It really didn't seem like that, to be honest with you. When I was in there with him, it felt like he was still moving. I felt a little pop in his jab still. He was still getting off some strong punches, so I didn't feel like he was breaking down until I stepped it up in that last round.
Danny, early in the fight, it seemed that you were hitting him with a lot of right hands, but then in the middle rounds, did you feel like it was your left that you took control with the body shots, the uppercuts, and even the jab?
Yeah, I felt like he was starting to feel that right hand, so he started to get under me. So I tried to come underneath with body shots and just try to back him up with the jab. And I just had to stay calm and follow the game plan and just don't get desperate. And that's exactly what we did tonight.
Danny, you had said before the fight that trying to make 140 for the last 2 years, really drained you. You didn't have the snap on the punches. These extra 7 pounds or almost 7 pounds. How much does that help going forward? To getting back to where you were.
Man, I feel great. This is the first training camp where we went hard. We just went hard for 8 weeks straight. I never felt weak. We put the road work in. We put the conditioning in. We were able to think, cut the ring, use the jab, and the game plan we executed perfect tonight. We did everything we worked on. Chasing the chickens, everything just came to life today.
Danny, what's up, man? Andy Emilio, Yes News. When you gave Paulie his moral victory lap, did you kind of already know that you had effectively ended his career and pretty much made him retire? Did you know that was that, or was that just you being a class act and showing love?
Boxing, at the end of the day, it's about, we hate each other, but it's about feeding each other's family. And Paulie's faced a lot of great champions, and when he hugged me, he said, "I'm done." So I just walked him around the ring. Boxing, we do hate each other, we do beat each other down, but at the end of the day, it's about sportsmanship, and that's what it's all about.
We're going to take a few more questions right here, sir.
Hey Danny, coming from a fighter-to-fighter aspect, Robert James from Rome Fitness Center, I just want to know, when you now bumped up to that higher weight class, a lot of people don't take into account, they're like, oh, you won't have to cut as much, taken away from you, but what about what you gained? Is your legs stronger? Are you feeling like more upper body? I mean, what is it that, I know obviously you're throwing those big dynamite shots, but is it more your legs that you feel yourself be able to move to get to the angles better, or is it just the raw power up top?
It's just, my body grew out of 140. My body grew out of 140, so I believe that any weight above 140 would help me. But we just didn't gain the weight and look fat and have, my body didn't look good. We trained hard. We did a lot of conditioning to make sure that I was 147 pounds solid and I'll be able to use my speed and my power and cut the ring off and move my head.